please stand to receive Dr. Alvin Harris and the processional for George Washington Carver High School class of 2015. Remain standing for the presenting of the colors and the singing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early lights was so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the rampart we watched were so gallantly screaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. Please enjoy this musical selection while additional guests enter the ceremony.
Good evening, graduates, family, friends, and esteemed colleagues. It is my pleasure to be one of the first to congratulate the George Washington Carver class of 2015 on their commencement. While I'm sure the road to this point was not always easy or enjoyable, each of you has shown the perseverance to face the personal challenges on your road to success. This occasion marks a momentous change in each of your lives. Whether you realize it or not, you are now afforded to start making your own major life decisions. Up to this point, your life in education was pretty well laid out before you. Go to elementary school, you go to middle school, and then you go to high school. You spend approximately 2,340 days in school. Now you have many choices to make that will affect the rest of your life. Do you go to college? Continue this education that you've started? Do you join the military? Do you join the workforce? These are just a few of your initial options, because along with each one of these decisions come more decisions. Which job? Which college? Which major? Where do I live? Should I get married? Do I have kids? Should I start planning for retirement? This doesn't ever end, these decisions. I don't say all this to scare you, but simply to make you aware of how much life lies before you and how you now control your own destiny. So with that, I congratulate you again and wish you the best of luck on your future endeavors. Thank you.
Greetings to Superintendent Dorsey Hobsons, Chief of Staff Reginald Porter, Dr. Heidi Ramirez, Dr. Angela Whitelaw, Dr. Michael Lowe, Ms. Marjorie Lowe, Board Member Chantel Vant, Reverend Dr. Eric Sr., Dr. Eric Winston Sr., Principal Dr. Alvin Harris, Assistant Principal Ms. Heather Hurd Davis, any other school or city official who may be present, the faculty and staff, parents, relatives, friends, and the 2015 graduating class of George Washington Carver High School. I would like to thank God, first and foremost, for blessing me with this opportunity. I would also like to thank all of my fellow classmates, teachers, and last but not least, parents, especially mine. When I was informed that I was salutatorian, the first thing that came to mind was that I would have to come up with a rehearsed speech and read it word for word. Although I felt that way in the beginning, my spirit soon changed once one of my favorite teachers, Ms. Wallington, explained to me that it had to be from the heart and expressed on how I actually felt about the time I spent at George Washington Carver High School. Immediately, I felt confident and comfortable with holding the title of George Washington Carver's class salutatorian. Therefore, my message to the senior class, to the class of 2015 is this. We all know the road to get here wasn't trouble-free, and we all know it wasn't like what they portray in high school movies. This was the reality of becoming young, responsible adults who are thriving with inspiration. We were all stereotyped into believing we couldn't and wouldn't prosper, let alone graduate high school. But you see where we are today? The greatest revenge is to prove those who ridiculed and had no faith in you wrong, even if it means having to balance 4 jobs while in high school and earn the salutatorian. But if you ask me, I personally think we've done a fine job at proving them wrong. It's extremely heartbreaking to know that this journey has to come to an end, but I'm also excited to know that it won't stop here. My class is filled with intelligent leaders who are innovators that the world will soon know of. Just keep watching. Sitting in front of you at this very moment are future physicians, pharmacy managers, dentists, software architects, engineers, entrepreneurs, and the list goes on and on. Class of 2015, just remember that the race is not given to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, but to the one that endures until the end. So maybe you're not graduating at the top of your class, maybe not even the middle of your class. You might even be at the end of the line, but guess what? You've endured until the end. You won the race. In this second journey that life is sending us through, be sure to embrace it and make the best of it, and endure it until the end. When times get rough, which they will, stay in the race. Don't give up. When things are not going your way, don't quit. Stay in the race. When life throws you that curveball, don't quit. Stay in the race. I hope I get the chance to see each and every last person on this stage succeed, prosper, and succeed in life, because I know for a fact we can and we will. Thank you.
Good evening. The Reverend Dr. Eric Winston Sr. is the senior pastor of Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church in Memphis, Tennessee. He is also an adjunct professor at Memphis Theological Seminary in Memphis. Dr. Winston has served as an adjunct professor with the American Baptist College Extension site in Bolivar, Tennessee as well. He has also traveled to Lagos, Nigeria as an assistant professor at West Africa Theological Seminary. Dr. Winston holds a Bachelor of Science degree in Organizational Management from Crichton College, a Master's of Arts in Religion and a Master's of Divinity from MTS, and a Doctorate of Ministry from the United Theological Seminary. Dr. Winston is the newly educated moderator of the Memphis District Association. He serves on numerous boards in Memphis which advocate for community and economic development, equal rights issues, and healthcare reform. In addition to his teaching and preaching, Dr. Winston is a frequent guest preacher, lecturer, and conference and workshop facilitator in a national setting. Dr. Winston has been married to the former Gwendolyn Lawson for 23 years and is the father of 2 sons. He is a proud grandfather as well. Dr. Winston is a man of integrity and stature. He is known for his humility, humor, and love for humankind. We are privileged to have him with us today to convey words of wisdom and encouragement. Please join me in welcoming our guest speaker, Dr. Reverend Eric Winston Sr.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That was too much for me. I love her too. I want to first thank Dr. Alvin E. Harris, Jr., and his assistant principal, Heather Hurd Davis, to school board member Shantae Avant and Mrs. Marjorie Lowe, faculty and staff. I thank you for this opportunity to speak to you and to these wonderful graduates. To this community, I certainly want to give thanks for your efforts in the preservation of these young folk, for this great moment that we now participate in. And to all these graduates, the reason why we are here, the graduating class 2015 of George Washington Carver High School, we certainly salute you today. I was glad. I really do understand. I really do understand, because this is certainly a reason to celebrate. I was excited when Coach Bradshaw contacted me and told me and asked me that if I could come and share with you this evening as the commencement speaker. I was really happy about it, but I began to think about when I graduated from high school. And I began to think, did I remember or could I remember anything that the commencement speaker said? And the answer was I could not. I started thinking about, have I or could I remember anything that the commencement speaker said when I graduated from college? And I could not. I started thinking about my master level and my graduate studies, and when those individuals shared, and I began to try to remember anything that the commencement speaker said, and I just could not. And I began to ask myself, I said, wow, what in the world was I thinking about as I sat there in my robe and as I sat even before the crowd? And some of you may even be thinking now, what were you thinking about? Or if you can remember, we certainly applaud you. But the fact of the matter is, I couldn't remember, because all I wanted to do was to go to the after party after graduation. That's all I was thinking about. Somebody had some barbecue. Somebody had a party going on, and I had that old, I'm gonna party like a rock star mentality, that I just wanted to get to that place. And some of you today may not even remember any of this, but I have a charge to share with you what I believe 3 reasons to be successful when you come out of Carver High School. I think if you're going to be successful, that first of all, graduates, you got to be willing to sweat. You got to be willing to sweat. Success will not come easy. Nobody's going to give you anything. You got to work for everything that you get today. You got to plan your work, and you got to work your plan. If you're going to be great, you got to do more than average. You let the others stay average. Average only means that you're just as close to the bottom as you are to the top. And so I encourage you that you got to sweat and put in some extra efforts. But not only do you need to understand that you're going to sweat, but you're going to have to suffer sometime. You will suffer sometime. If you today aren't willing to suffer, you will never be great. As you move up the ladder of success, it's going to be lonely sometime, but you got to push your way through those sleepless nights and even hunger pains. If you're going to be great starting tomorrow, you're going to have to endure the tough times of making it happen. They might call you names. They may criticize your character. They may question your intelligence. But I tell you, listen to me well, I want you to lean your head back like Celie on The Color Purple and say, I might be black, I might be skinny, I might even be ugly, but I'm still here. You're going to have to suffer sometime. But in the midst of sweating and suffering, one more thing, you're going to have to make some sacrifices. You're going to have to sacrifice sometime. You cannot, and you must not do everything that everybody else is doing. Sometimes you're going to have to deny the creature comforts just for a little while. I want you to get this in your spirit. You got to learn to live like no one else so that you can live like no one else. I think I'm going to say that again. That might be for everybody in here. We got to learn to live like no one else so that we can live like no one else. You don't have to look like you got it going on right now. You don't have to do that. It takes time to be successful, and that time is spread over a lifespan. Sometime you might have to deny yourself that brand new car. Ain't no need of buying a brand new car on a McDonald's salary, baby. It's too much sweat for you. But that's all it is. So that way, if you just remember, in order to be successful, that you're going to have to sweat, you're going to have to suffer, and you're going to have to make some sacrifices, you will be successful. Those three S's will make you successful. But before I sit down, I want to say something to the wonderful graduates of Carver and all of you. Carver, George, you've heard of Carver before, hadn't you? Carver. When you think of Carver, when you think of Carver High, I want you to think of it in this way, just 6 letters, C. C, consider your ways. What you do today will determine your tomorrows. C, convert your thinking and be committed to your community, your city, and help somebody. A, achieve greatness in everything that you do. Accept the challenges that come. Never settle for second. You represent Carver High. Carver don't do it no second-class way. R, be responsible for your actions and your choices. Run this race with patience. May I say, looking unto Jesus, the author and the finisher of your faith. V, be a victor, not a victim. Value your relationships and your time. It's not over until God says it's over. And then E, in the wonderful name of Carver, expect some obstacles. It comes with life. Everything isn't easy, but if you hang in there, you can make it. And then R, as we spell Carver High, remember who you are. Remember whose you are. Remember how you got where you are. Remember that you represent George Washington Carver High School. Remember that you represent your family. And last of all, remember that you represent God. You are from the George Washington Carver High School. Good. May God bless you and may God hold you. Congratulations to you. We salute you even now. Thank you.
Dr. Winston, would you please come forward? I am Leslie Thomas, representative of the 2015 graduating class of George Washington Carver High School. Please accept this plaque as a symbol of our gratitude to you for being here today and conferring powerful words and hope and inspiration. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. Thank you.
Good evening. To Superintendent Dorsey Hobson, Chief of Staff Reginald Porter, Dr. Heidi Ramirez, Dr. Angela Whitelaw, Dr. Michael Lowe, Mrs. Marjorie Lowe, Board Member Shante Avant, Reverend Dr. Edward Winston Sr., Principal Dr. Alvin Harris, Assistant Principal Mrs. Heather Hurd Davis, any other school or city official who may be present, the faculty and staff, parents, relatives, friends, and the 2015 graduating class of George Washington Carver High School. I, Gregory Martin, am your 2014-2015 valedictorian. I am very honored to have achieved this opportunity. To have achieved this means that I carry the pride of the mighty Cobra on my shoulders. Today is a turning point in each of our lives today. We have spent the past years walking the halls of this great school, but now we are ready to venture on. We have learned, laughed, loved, gotten into trouble, and most of all, matured together as a family. But today doesn't only consist of reminiscing about the past. It's about looking forward into our future. Life is a series of passageways, and we are leaving one and moving on to the next. When we reach that daunting place next year that has been our destination for 3 years now, it will be another journey that we will have to begin all over again. We will meet new people, make new friends, and retain new knowledge to take with us onto our careers. We will grow older, more responsible, and independent. Hereafter, our lives will hold many surprises for us, but I am sure that we will approach challenges with the same boldness and equanimity with which we tackle problems currently. The unknown of our future may be frightening now, looming over us like a dark thundercloud. But we might just see that it is just light, spring rain that brings the tidings of a rainbow. As I look over many faces I behold today, perceptions of individuals are washed away. I no longer see people as they were. I see them as they will be. So rather than a young boy failing in all his classes, I see the next Einstein making revolutionary discoveries. And I know that this generation holds the decade's next great business leaders, doctors, politicians, scientists, and even stars. And that all these graduates will cut into the fabric of the future in some kind of way. So when looking at the bright horizon, that is my future, I am happy. For although my life may contain sadness and heartbreak, it will also hold joy, love, and success. And I know my classmates will too. So don't look back and regret. My friends, look forward and smile. As we come together for this last gathering, we shall depart on our own path with hope and faith in our hearts to better the future. Thank you.
Good evening. It brings me great pleasure to announce the scholarship and grants awarded to our students. When y'all call your name, please stand. Kenneth Belfour, Ulysses Brisson, Brittany Chapman, Tyrell Clemens, Deshae Cobbs, Lloyd Dean, Shauna Lisa Denton, Marilyn Elliott, Jakaren Garrett, Leslie Gibson, Trelia Goodman, Jimmy Harris, Seko Hines, Tyree A. Howard, Calvin Jameson, Anika Johnson, Alvin Jones, Gary Kiefer, Johnny Keys, Anthony King, Brittany Kirkwood, Brandon Knighton, Robin Michelin Knox, Kevin Matkins, Gregory Martin, Juta Shea McDonald, DeMarcus McGlowan, DeMonte McNeil, Octarius Mitchell, Demetrius Moore, Octavia Moore, Brianna Phillips, Christopher Smith, Kristen Tate, Ebony Taylor, Leslie Thomas, Terrence Vaughn, Will Ware, and last but not least, Denisha Williams. I am pleased to announce that the students you see standing behind me have received an offering of $178,665. Also, as you all know, Carver High School were the first to receive 100% attendance promise. At this current time, of the 60 students, 54 remain eligible, so money is still coming. Thank you.
Good evening. Dr. Harris, I know you want us to be brief, so I'll be as brief as possible. To Dr. Harris, to Commissioner Avant, to Dr. Whitelow, to our assistant principal here, and to all the faculty, students, and staff, and also to all the parents of our graduates. My name is Edward Vaughn. I'm a member of the class of 1971 of George Washington Carver High School. And I'm here to represent the George Washington Carver National Alumni Association. I am the president, and one of our purposes is to give back to our community. And what better way to give back than to give scholarships to deserving students that you may see here today. Today, I'm going to award $11,000 in scholarships to students here in this class. Dr. Harris, one of the things that we were impressed about in our interviews was that the students in this class were asked a question. We asked them if their story would end today. And emphatically, they all said no. This is just another chapter they're going to begin starting tomorrow. So we want them to begin their next chapter with some money that can help them along the way. So our first student today, Ulysses Brisbane. Our second student, come on, Ulysses, is Mr. Lloyd Dean. Stand there together. Our next student is Mr. Leslie Gibson. Leslie is followed by Mr. Jimmy Harris. Jimmy told me he was not afraid of success, so we're going to find out. Our next student is Mr. Seiko Hines. Kevin Mackins. Kevin Mackins. Kevin is followed by Mr. Gregory Martin. Mr. Octavius Mitchell. We next have Miss Octavia Moore. We now have Mr. Christopher Smith. Thank you, girl. Good job. And last but not least, Mr. Terrence Vaughn Jr.
Good evening to Dr. Alvin Harris and the distinguished guests of our rostrum this evening, faculty and staff of George Washington Carver High School, and to all of you proud family members. Good evening. I am Mrs. Francine Coleman McHarty. I am a proud alumni of the 1971 class of George Washington Carver. I also serve as the chairman of the R.B. Thompson Memorial Scholarship Committee. On this evening, we're going to award, first of all, we want to extend our congratulations to this outstanding class. and we pray that your success will be blessed. As I call your names, would you please come forward? Ulysses Brisbane.
Thank you.
Let's stand up here. Brandon Knighton. Congratulations, Doc. Stand right there. Leslie Thomas. Talia Goodman. Alvin Jones, Jr. And Denisha Williams.
Good evening. My name is Ruth Banks, and I am here to present the Van Taylor Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship is being awarded through Cargill Memphis Corn Plant. As many of you know, that on September the 16th, Cargill Memphis Corn Plant decided to close its Memphis plant. In doing so, we will award the Found Van Taylor Memorial Scholarship on this afternoon. I have with me the oldest child, that of the late Mr. Van Taylor. In 1997, on April the 12th, we suffered a fatality at the Memphis plant. In his honor, in 1998, we decided to award one senior here at the George Washington Carver a $1,000 scholarship. I'm here to announce that as of today, when Ms. Taylor award these 6 scholarships, we would have awarded $50,250 in his honor. Each student that receiving the scholarship this year will be awarded $1,250. At this time, we're going to ask the late Mr. Taylor's daughter if she would do the honor of recognizing the last 6 that will receive his scholarship. Thank you.
The first to receive the scholarship is Tyriel Clemens. The second student is Lloyd Bradley Dean. The third student, Psycho Hines. Next, Octarius Mitchell. Christopher Smith. And last but not least, Will Ware.
To Dr. Harris, our honored guests, faculty here at Carver High School. I'm Pearline Taylor from the class of 1966. We have 2 scholarships that we're going to award today. My alumni group, class of 1966, placed a great value on education, so we decided over the last few years to encourage a student to further his education. Our first award will go to Seiko Hines. The second award is in memory of Pauline Taylor, who was my identical twin sister. We come from a family that really valued education. There were 9 children, and all 9 completed a college education. So we decided that we would encourage a student to further his education. We would like to award this scholarship to Terrence Vaughn, Jr.
Good evening. Dr. Whitelaw, Commissioner Avent, Ms. Lowe, faculty, staff, friends, guests, and graduates. At this time, I'm going to call your attention to that red insert that's inside of the program. Long story short, that red insert is from our superintendent, Dr. Dorsey Hodgson. And basically what he's asking us to do is, during this ceremony, if we would respect the hard work that these young people have given us over the 12 years of their educational lives. Thank you. At this time, we're going to ask that when the graduates' names are called, that you hold your applause until the last name is called, and that last name will be Calvin Jameson. But prior to that, I'm going to ask that everyone in this auditorium at this time give me your loudest hoop, holler. All right. All right. Again, now that we have gotten that out of our systems, I'm going to ask. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much. Again, I'm going to ask that we hold our applause, we hold our cat calls, our whistles, all of those things until the last student is called, because every parent and every young person wants to hear their name called. So we're going to ask that you hold those applauses, you hold all of those things, and I know you're going to do it until the last name is called, and then at that point, you can give these young people a thunderous applause. Thank you.
Board Member Shantae Avant, George Washington Carver High School has 60 students who meet the graduation requirements set forth by Shelby County Schools and the state of Tennessee. We ask that you award diplomas to these students. By the power
This is the important part, so you want to hear it. By the power vested in me by the state of Tennessee, I hereby release diplomas to be awarded to the members of the May 2015 graduating class of George Washington Carver High School. Congratulations.
I present to you the graduating class of George Washington Carver High School. Gregory Martin. Demetrius Moore. Seiko Hines. Brianna Phillips. Trelia Goodman. Tariel Clemens. Jamesia Gross. Shawnalisha Denton. Wamishalyn Knox. Ebony Taylor. Raquel Davis. Marilyn Elliott. Regina Brown. DeAndrea Jordan. Ramonica Williams. Ashley Henderson. Kristen Tate. Kieran Gates. Helen Walker. Rondrika Washington. Kevin Mackins. Leslie Thomas. Jatisha McDonald. Darius Jarrett. Lloyd Dean. Kenneth Belfour. Brittany Chapman. Nadia Williford. Deshae Cobbs. Terry A. Howard. Jakaren Garrett. Michael Williams. David Page. Robin Thompson. Denisha Smith. Demarcus McGlowan. Artavius Allen. Denisha Williams. Brittany Kirkwood. Octavia Moore. Anika Johnson. Will Ware. Johnny Keys. Terrence Haley. Jimmy Harris. Cedric Sanders. DeMonte McNeil. Darius Stotts. Martavius Pipkin. Brandon Knighton. Anthony King. Gary Kiefer. Leslie Gibson. Terrence Vaughn. Octarius Mitchell. Alvin Jones. Ulysses Brisbane. Christopher Smith. Calvin Jameson.
All right, let's make this official. I need all the graduates to please stand. At this time, turn your tassels from right to left. You may be seated. I have a few remarks, and then we have a special presentation. I want to thank each and every one of you young people on the stage tonight for allowing me to be a part of your life. Over the last 9 months, we've forged a relationship. I know many of you believe that I was the worst thing since the worst thing. But know that I have your best interests at heart. I was pushing you because in each of you, I see untapped potential. I don't want any of you to settle for mediocrity. I want you to be your best, excel, and regardless of what anybody on the outside of George Washington Carver may say, the sky is the limit, and I expect in 4 years for you all to be telling me that you're getting ready to graduate again. So thank you for allowing me to be a part of your lives. Darius Jarrett, Darius Stotts, Chris Smith, Seiko, Greg, all of you, Ebony, please know that I love each and every one of you, and I'm always there to help you. Now, may I please have your attention for one special presentation that we need to make. For those of you all who don't know, I was given this job on July the 11th, 2014, and within a week of getting the job, I was told that we had a student who tragically died in a drowning accident. I attended the funeral. There were some other staff members who attended the funeral, and one of the things that the family asked for us to do is if we could possibly get this young man a high school diploma. And we promised the family, we promised the mother that we were going to do everything in our power to make this happen. Ms. LaSure, will you please come to the stage? On behalf of the George Washington Carver family, I'd like to present Ms. LaSure with Quan M. Williams High School Diploma. At this time, these graduates are going to stand and they're going to sing our alma mater.
you.